Hi there, welcome to the archive. So it's July 1st, today's Canada Day over here. I wanted to get into 50 goddesses, spirits, saints, and other female figures who have shaped belief. This one we're getting into Ariadne. Is that how you say her name? Ariadne? I should have actually looked it up. Ariadne? She's a Cretan goddess of labyrinths and mazes. I'm watching right now on Netflix, I'm watching a Turkish series, Another Self, I think it's called. And it's a Turkish series, and one of the characters, or a couple of them, their ancestors are from Crete. Is that how you say it? Crete. So this is a Cretan goddess of labyrinths and mazes. So this is from page 36. It says, Ariadne is recorded in Greek myths, but her story may go thousands of years to an earlier Minoan mother goddess from the island of Crete. So in the older language of the island, Ariadne means most holy one. In later legends, I'm reading directly from the book, it says she became a princess of the Mediterranean island and the daughter of its legendary king, Minos. So Minos was the son of Zeus, king of the gods, and when he transformed into a bull, bulls feature in many of the stories around Ariadne. So here's another animal that's coming up as a bull. Today I started doing more art. So my goal for every month is to try to get one animal art done. And so today I realized that I didn't meet my monthly goal for June, which was to draw an animal. I did the mermaid, but I didn't do an animal. So I'm doing a seahorse right now. Do you want to see it? I'm not done it yet. This is totally off topic, but the bull reminded me that I tend to pay attention to a lot of the animals that show up. So I'm revisiting the seahorse. I haven't finished it yet. I'm just starting it. But I'm doing it this way because the very first art I ever did in my first book, which was during June of 2017, was a seahorse. So I have one going this way, but I don't have one going this way. And so after I get the mermaid tattoo, I'm going to go back and get more seahorses. So then it'll be 3 seahorses on my body, which is a great number. But I'm going to put them like this, so they're like facing each other. You know what I'm saying? And I think I'm going to redo this. I don't think I'm going to get this exactly tattooed on me yet. Or I'm going to do another seahorse. This was the first one I drew. I'm going to do the outline again and see what I'm feeling now for the interior design. But that's basically what I'm working on. Go back to Ariadne. The bull got me distracted. Okay, so Minos' wife, is that how you say his name? And Ariadne's mother, Pasiphae, is that how you say her name? She fell in love with another bull and later gave birth to her half-brother, a minotaur, half man, half bull. People were really terrified of this creature, and so Minos built a huge labyrinth underneath his palace to keep it prisoner there. And then it says the minotaur was fed with flesh of young men and women. So when they say like Africans do sacrifice, well, so did the Cretes. Okay, they were feeding the thing with men and women. Why would you do that? And the people of Crete lived in fear that it could one day escape to terrorize the island. So basically, she's the half-sister of the monster. She was put in charge of its maze. And so in one story, it says that the Greek hero Theseus decided he would destroy the Minotaur, so her half-brother, once and for all. Sacrifices were called from Athens. He went willingly because he knew that he would be given to the Minotaur as food. So as soon as she saw the Theseus, Ariadne fell in love with him. She vowed to help him in his mission to kill the beast, her own sibling. So she gives him a ball of wool, Hephaestus, the god of blacksmiths, that made. And so if he left a trail of wool as he walked and then followed it back again, he would be able to find his way out of the maze, right? It's kind of like, if I leave breadcrumbs, I can just follow the breadcrumbs back to where I came from. So basically, Ariadne gave Theseus a sword, and with this sharp blade, he was able to cut the bull's head from the minotaur's body. So she had betrayed her father and her country. She knew this, right? She turned on her own family, she turned on her own brother, just for a man. And so she escaped Crete with Theseus, but he was really unkind to her. He abandoned her in the middle of the sea. He was a man, right? She left. She literally sacrificed it all for him, and he still left her. And so she sat wailing sorrowfully. Sorry, it's not funny, but it's just like, this is usually what happens to pygmies, right? You do everything, you jump through all the hoops to get the man to love you, including kill your own half-brother, and he still will leave you. I'm sorry. Heterosexuality is trash. Have you watched the Polygamist on Netflix? It is just like, how embarrassing. Just the heterosexuals are not looking great. It's so terrible. But basically this is the story, right? She betrayed her family for a man. The man still left her. So basically, Dionysus, who's a god of wine, discovered her. He saw her beauty and he married her. Some stories say that they were already destined to end up together. Other people say that Dionysus rescued Ariadne. The wedding tiara she wore became the beautiful constellation of stars known as the Corona Borealis. They had many children together, and Dionysus loved her so much that when she died, he made her immortal. He placed her headdress in the sky so everyone would know about the eternal love. So, that's usually how it happens. Once you escape that narcissistic, abusive relationship, once you start to heal and go mind your own business, somebody usually might come along that's way better than what it was. So basically, but that was a goddess of wine. That was your savior, that you had a beautiful ever after. An alcoholic. Cute. I mean, right, that's usually also what happens. The pattern's still somehow the same. So anyways, the magical wool that she used to help Theseus became linked to the mystical art of weaving. And her name is also linked to a similar sounding something word, which means spider. Because it said that she spun the fate of all those around her. So spinning fate is another thing that comes up a lot in Europe. We see it in Crete. We saw it with Mokosh in Russia. Somebody else was associated with weaving. So weaving is a big thing across some of the different goddesses in Europe specifically. Also in Ghana, right? Anansi, the spider. Although ours is like the spider web. Not weaving actual cloth, although kente. Anyways, so basically there's a place of kenosis, is that how you say the word? In Crete, it was discovered over 100 years ago, and archaeologists said that they found figurines of the mother goddess much older than ancient Greek civilization, and it dates back nearly 4,000 years. And so clay tablets that still haven't been fully decoded include the name Asasara. Is this the name of the long-lost goddess of Crete? And she transformed into Ariadne over the centuries, so people don't know if she was initially Asasara. But what the female figurines and Ariadne's tale tells us is that on the island of Crete, women were among the most important religious figures. So, and I think Crete has one of the oldest towns or something on Earth or something like that, but I don't know if that's also propaganda. I saw it in a documentary. So Crete, I think, is near or is modern day Greece or Malta. Where is Crete exactly? Everybody says Crete as if we know. I don't know where Crete is, and I'm a geography girly. Like I said, it was coming up in Greece. It's Greece? Is it modern day Greece? Every time they talk about Crete, she usually talks about going to Greece. So, it's the largest Greek island. Okay? So, essentially, but how come it's not a Greek goddess? It's a Crete. Is it still different? Is there like some politics there? Why? How come it's not? She's a Greek goddess. It's a Cretan goddess. Crete is different than Greece. Yo, missing me, but why? I'm gonna go. Okay, I just wanted to share one of these before I return the book. I'm trying to count down. This is my summer goal, is to get through this book. In the fall, we're going to get back to the 25 intellectuals, queens, and warriors, as well as other texts. But I'll probably be on here less in July, and then I'll pick back up in the fall. I'm going to be slowing down. I have other projects to work on. And also, I'm just going to try to take more of a break this summer. But we'll see, okay? Until next time, in solidarity.